All right, Summer League is over, officially over. Let's break it down here and get into this. Let's see if this chat works. I really hope it works. Please tell me it works. No, wait. Oh, it might work. It might have worked. I think it worked. Let's type in yo. All right. Well, while that gets going, welcome everybody who is watching the stream. Today we're talking about, there it is. Oh, let's freaking go. Yep, we got official. We got our chat official. Let's freaking go. All right, so let's just get into it. If you haven't been to the channel here before, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, join the live chat, which I finally got on screen now. And we'll talk a little bit about the NBA here for a few minutes as the Summer League has officially ended. And the Sacramento Kings have dominated the Boston Celtics for the Summer League championship. But let's break down into other games that are going on, and let's just go from there. So, let's start with, I'm not going to talk about Dallas and Miami just because neither team really played any of their dudes. Jazz in Philadelphia, Messi Teague, 17 points, 12 assists. I think he's a part of the G League, the Exhibit 10 deal with the Jazz, so he'll technically be a guy who goes to camp and goes into training camp with the Jazz, and he performed well and has been performing well for the during this time of the Summer League. Philadelphia, Jalen Springer and Paul Reed are the standouts here for me. Paul Reed goes 17 and 10. The dude has absolutely just extraordinary versatility. I don't necessarily see a lot of a player, but I see a lot from him where he is playing on the perimeter, both on offense and on defense. Stretch the floor a little bit. He can play defense on the inside, also can go out and defend on the perimeter as well, and then he can also be a guy who can finish inside as well, and he's got length to him. So I think he's a dude that I actually think can break the rotation in Philadelphia. Does he maybe battle for some minutes with their newly signed forward in George Niang? I think he can. I think he's got a lot of ability and probably has a lot more upside than what Niang provides, and I think he's a dude that ultimately will break the rotation in Philadelphia for the 76ers. And then also he was the G League MVP from last year too, so I mean that obviously helps. Jalen Springer, 21 points for him. He had 6 free throw attempts, scored in a lot of different ways. I think one of his first buckets that he made was a turnaround fadeaway shot from the free throw line, and it was just really nice. And I think he has a floater game that's pretty solid. I just worry a little bit about him trying to score too much in the mid-range, and if that is the case, then I just worry a little bit of okay, well, can you score at the NBA level? Because a lot of NBA teams are going to start asking you to be able to score at the basket, or be able to score shooting the three and all that. But he was able to get to the free throw line, which was really solid, and the first really good game from Springer, which was nice to see. Going down to Houston and Portland. I'm not talking about Portland. I don't like talking about Portland and their Summer League team because it's a complete joke. Houston and Portland. Josh Christopher was the big standout here. I know Armani Brooks scored a lot of points, but I actually liked a lot what I was able to see from Josh Christopher. I think it was hard for us to see a little bit of what he was capable of doing in a Summer League setting. In the first few games of Summer League, just because he was a dude that was playing alongside Jalen Green, and then once Green was no longer playing in Summer League, then Christopher was kind of able to go off a little bit more. He had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. I was just watching him, and obviously he's the best player on the court, in my opinion, because I mean, no Jalen Green. No, I don't think Sengun played in this game. Can we double check that? If this thing wants to load. Yeah, no Sengun today. So he was, I think, the best player on the court. And it was just good to see. So Christopher shows off his shooting. He shows off that, how he plays in the full court and being able to go out and transition and be able to score. And he also is a solid passer too. So I see Christopher kind of being the kind of that wing that can be able to play make as well. And again, I liked what I was able to see from him in Summer League a lot. And yeah, enjoyed that. So Brooklyn, Toronto, I don't want to talk about that because there's nothing really there. No Scotty Barnes, no Cam Thomas in this game. And then the Lakers and Warriors, really it was just Moses Moody for the Golden State Warriors that I wanted to kind of mention. He had 14 points. He's had a solid Summer League. He does his stats don't really jump off and stand out at all. However, one thing that I really like from Moody is that this is kind of the role that he's going to play when he's playing for the Warriors. And this is the hard thing about Summer League is that you got a lot of these dudes that are coming in and saying, oh, I'm going to be able to, be a high usage player in Summer League, but then they go on to their team and they're just not that at all, right? Like, so with the exception of Cade Cunningham, the exception of Jalen Green, and maybe a couple others, but like for a guy like even like Josh Christopher, who I just mentioned, that's not his role on the Rockets team this upcoming season. It's going to be something that he does well in Summer League, and Summer League is kind of built for these kind of players that play on the perimeter, but it doesn't really show me exactly what they can do. With Moody, I think that he didn't shoot a whole lot. He wasn't asked to be on ball all the time, but he was able to come in, play defense. Obviously, plays with with his wingspan that's very nice, and was a solid 3-point shooter. So can he get some minutes on the floor? I think he's probably on the lower end of players that can be able to get minutes in the NBA, but we'll see. And I think he probably can break the rotation a little bit in Golden State. New Orleans and Minnesota, don't really care about that game. And then the big game of the night, the Summer League final, the Sacramento Kings and the Boston Celtics. Man, I thought the Celtics were going to come in and just say, hey, we have like 3-4 dudes that like actually get minutes in the NBA, and you guys are all super young. And with the exception of like Deveon Mitchell, like I can't really think of your team being like super talented enough to beat us because, again, Peyton Pritchard, Aaron Nesmith, Langford, who didn't even play tonight, and then Carson Edwards, like they got some run in the NBA, especially the Nesmith and Pritchard, but they were both kind of disappointing. Pritchard goes 0 of 6 from 3 after going like shooting over 50% in Summer League, and still provides 6 rebounds, 8 assists, but not really enough. This game was essentially over at the half. Like I even though it was only like an 8-point game at that point, I didn't feel like Boston had it tonight at all. And then the third quarter, Sacramento blew the doors open, and it was done from there. Nesmith didn't really have the greatest of games, had 6 turnovers. He's kind of up and down. I don't know if he really plays too much. I don't know if Peyton Pritchard plays too much at all, and which is kind of unfortunate. Obviously the Celtics picked up Dennis Schroeder. So I don't know if Pritchard really plays too much this upcoming season for the Celtics, but he played really good in Summer League here. So that's an encouraging sign to see. Louis King had 20 points for the Sacramento Kings. Jamius Ramsey had 16 as well. And then Deveon Mitchell, there was a lot of stuff with him playing defense at the beginning. And this whole Kings team just plays defense. And it was just kind of a good, good play by them for being able to play such great defense at the Summer League level. They obviously win with defense and still were able to drop 100 on this Celtics team. But ultimately, Deveon didn't really have the greatest shooting night, but he did, win the game and had 7 assists, so did have a solid impact on the game. But ultimately, I was hoping for a little bit more of an entertaining Summer League final, but that is what we got. It's a blowout for the Kings, and we get to the conclusion of Summer League now. And And yeah, that's it. So moving forward here, I think within the next couple of days, I'll make a video talking about, and I'll do a stream talking about the kind of my all top 5, or I guess the all summer league teams. So I'll have a first team, a second team, and then like a honorable mention team, just basically off of what I saw and kind of what was expected from these players. They're probably gonna omit some names on there, like Jalen Suggs, just with him missing time, and also Josh Giddey, who only played like a game and 10 seconds of the second game. So there will be some players that will be missing, but ultimately I'll be making that and kind of go from there. So other news in the NBA will also be streaming for. Obviously, there was the Patrick Beverley trade today, after the Eric Bledsoe trade that happened on Sunday. So a lot of things still to come. I will also do a off-season's winners and losers, and then go kind of team by team. I'll probably break it down each conference and make it into 2 different streams, and then go from there. But that's it. So we will come out with another video probably within the next couple days about winners of the summer league and doing the all summer league teams. And then on Friday at about 1, let's see here, I think it would be 2 o'clock West Coast time, 2 o'clock Pacific time, we'll doing a live stream of the NBA schedule release, as it will fully release. We got some the Christmas games and the first couple games of the season for some teams already announced, but ultimately we'll kind of break that down a little bit more come Friday. So that will be it for the stream today. It's been fun covering Summer League, and we'll have another last Summer League video tomorrow for the all Summer League teams, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, comment on the video, and we'll see you in the next one.